said he expected Secretary General Tanigaki to get the job done. Senior LDP members told reporters a short while ago that a compromise has not been reached, but that the two sides hope to reach a conclusion tomorrow. Here's a look at which items the coalition partners say should be covered by the reduced tax framework. Our reporter explains the details. The items marked in blue are fresh food. Those marked in red are processed food. The LDP maintains that only fresh food be subject to the lower tax. These include rice, vegetables, meat, and fish. As a result, tax revenues will go down by 340 billion yen. That means revenues must be secured elsewhere to make up for the shortfall. Komeito says this is not enough to ease the burden on people when the consumption tax goes up again in 2017. The party demands that processed food be included in the scheme as well. These include noodles, bread, snacks, and beverages. The two sides remain divided over the matter. Framework would determine the revenue shortfall. If the reduced rates are applied to all food and beverages, excluding alcoholic drinks, the lost revenue will come to 1 trillion yen. If items such as confectionery and beverages are excluded, the figure is expected to be 820 billion yen. The parties have these figures in mind as they continue last-ditch negotiations. But it's not readily clear if some items fall under the fresh food or processed food category. For example, lettuce leaves are fresh food, but fresh ingredients of a mixed salad count as processed food. To make things more confusing, both are stocked side by side in the same section. The food labeling standards dictate which category a food item falls under. Basically, food that is being processed in any way, however little, is categorized as such. Raw tuna slices are sold as fresh food. But an assortment of sashimi of several kinds of fish becomes processed food. Negitoro, or raw tuna minced with green onion, would also be labeled as processed. Some items have yet to be categorized. For example, it's unclear whether oshiruko, sweetened broth of azuki beans, should count as a beverage, or whether candied sweet potato should count as confectionery. The two parties are continuing last-minute negotiations with the aim of incorporating details of the reduced tax framework into the tax reform outline for fiscal 2016. The LDP Commission, meanwhile, has just finished compiling the outline that excludes the reduced tax provisions. Food continues to be a sticking point, but the ruling party did make progress on the tax system for cars. The LDP Tax Commission has finalized the details of the new tax system that's due to be introduced when the consumption tax is raised to 10% in April 2017. This is according to fuel efficiency. Electric cars and other vehicles with the highest fuel efficiency exempt from taxes. The levy will be raised in 1% increments as the fuel efficiency lowers. The highest tax rate is to be set at 3%. The government estimates the resulting tax revenues to be about 89 billion yen.
LDP chairman of the tax commission Miyazawa says that there are some minor adjustments for the outline, but everything has been almost fixed. And his counterpart of Komeito says that other than reduced tax rate items, have reached a basic agreement on other items.
The aim is to prompt consumers to switch to cars that are more environmentally friendly. It's also hoped that the visible tax benefits would prompt more people to buy cars.
Tokyo public prosecutors are investigating the alleged abuse of a government subsidy program intended to help schools admit people who want a high school education but who